is very important lecture. Previous lecture of prawn, we done the structure. We did their structure, external structure. In that, I have told you about the 19 segments, 5 in cephalic region, 8 in thoracic region and 6 in abdominal region. Of course, cephalic thorax is there, means head and thorax is jointed, that is called the cephalothorax. But internally they have these number of segments with them. Now each segment has one pair of appendages. In my previous lecture I have told you in first lecture, each segment has its paired, I am not telling, paired appendages. The appendages which is present in the first 5 regions, that is in the head region, or that is called the cephalic region, they are spelled as a cephalic appendages. So the cephalic appendages, they are 5 in number, means 5 pair. They are 5 pair. 5 pair means 10. एक left side, एक right side. Fair left side, fair right side means it is 10 in number total. 5 pairs. 2 are similar, then they are similar. Their name is, they are spelled as a antennae, then is antenna, then is mandible, then is maxilla and maxilla. 5. Now first is just after the rostrum, and then is eye. पढ़िया compound eye में पढ़ाई है at the end of the stalk. In previous lecture I have told you. After that there is present very important thing, that is called the very important appendages, that is called antennae. But it is called antennae. Now in each appendages they have 3 important structures which I have told you in cockroach also. That is base which is joined with the body part, that is called protopodite. The part which is toward the outside we can see easily externally, that is called exopodite. The part which is inner side, that is called the endopodite. Basic 3 parts. Cockroach with sesame, H with the sriya, ਜਿਹੜਾ jointed करदा है, that part means body ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਜਿਹੜਾ join ਹੁੰਦਾ है protopodite, ਜਿਹੜਾ ਬਾਹਰਲੇ ਪਾਸੇ ਦਿਖਦਾ है exopodite, ਜਿਹੜਾ ਅੰਦਰਲੇ ਪਾਸੇ ਦਿਖੇਗਾ endopodite. ठीक है, basic parts. Now so this part is called protopodite. A jointed part है ना protopodite, और mostly protopodite किधे बने दे है? You can write also coxa and bases. Coxa and bases, from where they are jointed with each other. Here this is opening of statocyst ਤੇ ਲਿਖਿਆ ਦਾ ਹੈ. This is pre-coxa, coxa and bases. Pre-coxa, coxa and bases, they are the part of protopodite. They are the part of, लिखो, protopodite, which is not written in your book diagram. Now this first part from where it is attached, there is called precoxa, it has number of these hair-like structures called seta, hair-like structures. At the base of this precoxa, there is opening of statocyst covered by a fold of integument. Here there is present statocyst. ਉਹ statocyst ਲੁਕੇਦਾ ਕਿਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਹੈ? ਇਹਦੇ ਉੱਪਰ ਇੱਕ ਹੋਰ ਇਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਕਰਕੇ ਕਵਰਿੰਗ ਹੈ, ਜਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਇਹ statocyst ਹੋ ਗਿਆ, ਇਹਦੇ ਉੱਪਰ ਕੋਕਸ, ਇਹ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਹੈ? ਇਨ ਦਾ ਪ੍ਰੀਕੋਕਸਾ, ਇਹ ਕਵਰਡ ਹੋਏ ਇਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਕਰਕੇ, ਠੀਕ ਹੈ, ਇਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਕਵਰ ਹੋਏ, that is opening of statocyst covered by a fold of integument. और this covering जड़ा ए part है, that has a pointed part at this is called the styloserate. What this portion is called? Styloserate. Then after precoxa, another part of this is jointed part, this is next part outside. This is coxa, which is again squarish, but it is smaller as compared to precoxa. Precoxa is a larger part, longer part as compared to coxa. They have these small setas. On this side there is also present spine. This is called the spine is also there. Just above this precoxa, coxa, and then is basis. The part which is attached with the coxa, that is plain, and the part next to on the outside coxa, there are present two portions, avale do te avale. This is called internal part, this is called the external feeler. They are called the feelers. This is inner feeler, this is outer feeler. Clear hai? Feelers are what? They are the elongated parts. जिस तरह से cockroach ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ antennas ਦੇਖੇ ਸੀ ਨਾ, ਦਾ move ਕਰਦੇ ਆ. They are like that thread like portions. The inner feeler, that is has two this portion pointed, or ਇਹਨੂੰ ਕੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ, outer feeler. This is equivalent to endopodite, this is equivalent to exopodite. Inner feeler and as well as outer feeler. Clear hai? Inner feeler has two parts and outer feeler that has a one elongated thread like structures which is pointed on the outside. Or the function of this is to olfactory. Olfactory क्या हो गया? जो साडा नक करदा, ठीक है, smelling. Next, after the rostrum, then eye, after that this antenula. Next to antenula there is present antenna. Second, cephalic thorax. This is first cephalic thorax, this is second cephalic thorax. This is cephalic thorax, this is antenna. This again has protopodite, endopodite, exopodite. That part is clear to us. Now there is coxa and there is basis. I think this is all clear. That belongs to protopodite. That belongs to protopodite. Or this is a fixed part. This coxa part, that is there is also present renal aperture. Renal aperture. Renal aperture means pore. Aperture is pore, and renal is related with excretory pore. So it is called excretory pore. Renal is with respect to kidney. ठीक है, it's opening of excretory system, that is called the excretory pore or renal opening. जिस तरह साडी इत्थे दो किडनीज है, किडनी तो दो पाइप्स निकलदियां, फिर ही है ना एक ओपनिंग जिथों यूरिन बाहर आंदा, that is renal aperture. After this, it is a on the inner side, there is present one pointed structures, two pointed structures. Then there is present a shield like structure, लंबा चौड़ा शीट वर्गा. Internal side is a plane, external side is a fan like. Inner side that has a hard one structure, or at the tip of this hard rod like structure there is present spine. On the outside the fan like structure, which is transparent as compared to this rod like structure, they have number of setas, hair like structures. At the this is called, the upper portion is called squama. What it is called? Squama. Or from the lower portion there arises one another portion, that is called thread like structures, that is called feeler. की कहने हैं नो feeler. और जेड़ा एदा base है, this is called, near the base there is present starts the feeler, और ए आ गया antenna. This is called the antenna, or this is endopodite. और ए वाला केड़ा हो गया exopodite. प्रोटोपोडाइट, एक्सोपोडाइट, ए वाला हिस्सा, ओ ए वाला नहीं, स्पाइन लाइक वाला नहीं. दिस इज कॉल्ड स्क्वेमा, इज कॉल्ड एक्सोपोडाइट, और दिस फीलर इज एंडोपोडाइट. दिस इज सेकेंड. देन इज थर्ड वन मैंडिबल. थर्ड इज मैंडिबल. Its function is they are called because they help in respiration and excretion, because they contain renal aperture. फर्स्ट वाला जिहदे कोल स्टैटोसिस्ट है वो olfactory feeler है, बट लोअर पोर्शन कादे च हेल्प करता है? बैलेंसिंग ऑर्गन. लिख लो बैलेंसिंग ऑर्गन. नेक्स्ट वन इज मैंडिबुलर. मैंडिबल. मैंडिबल अगेन they have coxa which is attached part. This coxa is of two parts. Coxa has two parts. Coxa has two parts. One part is called apophysis, lower portion, that is called the apophysis, lower portion, and upper portion is called the head of the coxa. Basis part of coxa is called, basis मतलब वो वाला basis नहीं जो उधर part है, मतलब lower portion, that is called apophysis. ऊपर वाले पोर्शन नू की कहने आ? हेड ऑफ द कोक्सा. क्लियर है? इन्हां दे अंदरले पासे देयर इज प्रेजेंट 1 and 2 portions, और जस्ट अबव द कोक्सा देयर इज प्रेजेंट one basis, small tubular structure, that is called the basis. Above this basis there is present mandibular pulp. Mandibular pulp. On the inner side there is present two such structures, endopodite and exopodite. At the tip of that there are present teeth like structures. ਇਹ ਦੇਖੋ pointed, उन्होंने नाम भी उन्होंने लिखे दा incisor process and molar process. दंद है ਉਹਦੇ ਕੋਲ, ਇਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਦਾ function ਕੀ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ? Mastication of food. Mastication of food, it's a form. Next is maxillula. दो होंगे maxilluli, ठीक है, दो ही होंगे ना, एक लेफ्ट ते एक राइट. It again has three parts: coxa, basis and endopodite. Endopodite. Next is basic coxa, which is attached portion, or it is a broad portion, and then this portion extended inner side, and they have a fan pakhi vangar broad sheet like structure. ਇੱਦਾਂ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਪੱਖੇ ਵਰਗੀ, ਪੱਖੀ ਜਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਝੋਲਨੇ ਆ ਨਾ, ਉਹਦੇ ਵਰਗਾ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ. ਔਰ ਦੇ ਹੈਵ ਨੰਬਰ ਆਫ ਸੀਟਾਸ on the just above from the coxa. Inner to this coxa there arises another long fan like structures which also has setas on its body. They are called the bases. Third one, just after that of this is, there is present one again fan like structure which is on the upper side. It is divided into two parts. This is called the endopodite, or it is a spine like structure, or called gnathobasis. What it is called? Gnathobasis. Next is, or its a function is hold the food and push the food. Hold and push the food. Innermost, last one, cephalic thorax is called maxilla. This is again one pair, maxilla. It is again protopodite, coxa and basis. Coxa and basis. On the inner side there are also tube like structures arises, and they have fine threads. They are called the gnathobasis. They are called the gnathobasis. Inner to it is, there is one another pointed portion that is called endopodite. On the outside there is one large proper fan like structures that is called the scaphognathy. Scaphognathy. ਇੱਥੋਂ ਚੌੜਾ ਨੀਚੋਂ ਉੱਪਰੋਂ pointed ਹੈ, ਥੋੜਾ narrow ਹੈ, और it is a spindle like. It is attached with the basis. It is attached with the basis, or they have number of these ciliated portions. ਇਹਦਾ function ਕੀ ਹੈ? They help in respiration. ਇਹ ਵਾਲੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਤਿੰਨ ਹੈ ਨਾ, they are present in the cephalic region but in the branchiosagittal region. ਇਹਦਾ function ਜਿਹੜਾ scaphognathy ਆਪਾਂ ਕਿਹਾ, they help in respiration. How they help in respiration? By throwing water from outside to inside. ठीक है, बाहरों पानी लैके इस तरह करके उन्होंने कित्थे लैके आंदा है? कैरापेस के अंडर, जिथे की प्रेजेंट है? गिल्स. That is function of scaphognathy. So there are present 5 kede antennae, antenna, mandible, maxillary, and last one is maxilla. They are present in 5 numbers. They are present in 5 numbers.